Peace. Brother should die, man. Thinking about putting together a little vlog. Doing 40 days off social media. It's been going good so far. I have till July 25th. It is currently June 29th, I think. So yeah, it's been going for a little bit. And it's been decent. Been learning a lot about myself, how addicted I am to this damn phone, man. I knew I was addicted to social media, but my phone in general, I be on YouTube now more than ever. Just stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm always picking up my phone, then I'm like, oh wait, I'm not on social media. I don't even have social media on my phone, so me to be picking up my phone, it's just funny, like realizing a lot about myself and how addiction works, and how it affects your mind. But yeah, thinking about doing this vlog. What else? Definitely gonna be read more books. I got plenty of books to read from. And yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all updated with how this goes for me. Oh, I'm not gonna have to tell y'all if I suggest it by the time I'm done with this. No, I suggest it even on day one. I suggest it. People are too consumed and infatuated with their phones, man. We get too caught up in having FOMO, and man, let social media shut down for a year. People are gonna lose their minds. That's that addiction, man. That's that quick dopamine that we so addicted to. But yeah. I'm weak. You said what?
Make sure y'all subscribe. Yeah. Subscribe to
you like too.
Yeah, make sure you like too. Yeah.
Smack him in his back.
Hello, creator of
violence?
Unbroken.
Hello, welcome to Unbroken's first junk journal session.
Junk journal session.
It's a
Can we see
vibe.
an example?
Yeah, so I've always said that mine is the blueprint. Fusion, I love fusion. Yeah, just different cards I done got throughout my life and making it into a junk journal and coffee bag labels, Pokemon cards, anything. So yeah, it's a vibe. This is what we do. I love Unbroken. I love junk journaling. It's a fun time.
Y'all ever be moving according to your purpose or gaining an understanding for your purpose, and then boom, you get on attack, like temptation, just forces that are trying to counteract what it is you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know what I'm saying, comment and let me know. But yeah, man, that be life, and life be life. And as you can hear, Cheyenne is beating her daughter in Tekken. She a bully. But anywho,
so really, I'm just, like I said before in another clip, I'm just getting to know myself a lot better. And as I'm sitting here self-examining or self-reflecting, I realize I have to stop underestimating the power that I have. I keep being reminded spiritually every now and then, like, the power that I have inside of me, that I just need to tap into instead of feeding negative thoughts, feeding temporary things like flesh, and feeding things that just simply aren't true just because they've been told to me by either family or quote unquote friends of the past. Just holding on to that victimhood so much and just continuing to allow myself to get beat up. Like me and Kate always say, oh, this certain thing doesn't belong to me. Return to sender. It is not my responsibility. And I have to continue to remember that. Like, just because I've went through certain things don't mean that it defines me. Don't mean that it speaks for who I am, if that makes sense. at times I be trying to remember what Kate said to me a while ago, and she told me like people are watching us. And like when you are on social media and you seeing everyone's life, you seeing how it moves, or you just used to, what am I trying to say? You're used to people seeming as if they don't care as much, and everybody has their own lives going on. Really, in reality, that's all it is. People got their own lives going on. You got your own life going on. And sometimes I can get caught up in forgetting that people are really watching us, like from small things like a homie of mine. I'm not gonna put like every conversation out there that I have with people, because some things be just for me and them, and certain things could be part of my testimony to help me share and to help me get through my lack of confidence, or you know what I'm saying, whatever, that area. But a homie of mine named Malachi, if y'all not hip to him, go follow him on IG, Art of Ville. I'll even put his IG handle in the description. But him recently, I saw him at a show, and he was telling me how he ain't forgot about what we talked about when it comes to coming together and linking up, and that I inspired him in his art. And that was like mind-blowing to me, because he inspires my art. Like, he's one of my favorite painters ever. Like, not in just Ohio, but I'm talking about period. And then people like a homie of mine who I used to be in the music group with, we both given our lives over to God, but we got, you know what I'm saying, everybody got different paths. And he reached out to me. We don't even talk as often, but every time we talk and see each other is love. But he reached out to me sometime last year, just asking my opinion on something within a situation he was going through, because he wanted my spiritual eye and ears to be able to hear and give him some type of advice. And that was powerful. And the fact that he even thought of me in the way my mind works to help him out in that situation is crazy. And then recently, a homie of mine hit me up, and me and this homie, we ain't talked in a minute, but we know each other through a mutual friend. So I'm over here preparing myself, like, all right, I hope nothing happened between them, or I hope nothing happened to that said friend that we had mutually. So hit her up saying how we need to prepare. She said how we need to prepare for his return. Like, I need to talk to you, it's important. And she's talking about prophecy going on in the world, and it's so wild. Like, when I heard it, it sent chills through me, so I knew it was from the Spirit. And the fact that she contacted me to say that, like a sister of mine contacted me to say that, and this is somebody I don't talk to on a daily basis, so that means this person is seeing the things that I post. And I, at times, especially when it comes to spiritual things, at times I can get too caught up within how I was earlier in my walk, and I wasn't the best representation for God and for Christ. And I truly know that, but I be holding on to that too much. Like, I've moved on past that, and I'm not the same person. And people still look for, what am I trying to say? They still look for my thoughts on certain things. And this isn't like a prideful video. I'm not trying to be prideful or puff myself up and think I'm just so important, but a lot of times the flesh or Satan, Hashatan, will try to remind you of your past, or try to make you feel like you're not good enough or you're not important enough, when the whole time the power inside you is able to transform lives, is able to transform your life, the people around you. That's why the Most High calls us to be a light, so that we can transform people, so that we can help people prepare for his kingdom. We have to bear the righteous fruit and be a light because people are sincerely watching. Like, you know how people say first impressions matter. It's very much true. Like, the first impression you have of somebody will determine how you feel about them and how you move when it comes to them. And I've seen that firsthand from, meeting certain people. And I'm like, oh, they're that type of person. I was already prepared for that mentally, but to see it firsthand, it's like, okay, this is this type of person. I know how to move now. So it's very important that we're being aware of the fruits that we are bearing, whether they are good or bad, and that we are correcting ourselves, we are examining ourselves, and that we are not making ourselves to be bigger than receiving correction. We have to be humble and trust that the Most High will exalt us in due time. We cannot exalt ourselves. We need to be humble unto Him, because we are servants of Him and our King, Yahweh Shai. But that's all I had to say about that. Shalom, peace, and hope you all have a good day.
Oh, man. I just wanted to say, don't let people get you out of character. Don't let people take you out the spirit. Facts. People will reel you in. They will bait you. They will, you know what I'm saying, act so, what they say, low vibrational, which is a real thing, to the point where you give into your flesh and you react. They're looking at you crazy, like you did something wrong, or like, why is this person responding like that? Because a lot of times people don't even understand the demons and spirits that they deal with, the strongholds that they deal with, that's like attached to them, that may be passed down, that may be projected onto them from others, or that may be from serving other things, or that's just how their life set up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's exposed to demons, demonic entities, things that are low vibrational and not in alignment with the Most High God. And shoot, this past Sabbath, within the Torah portion, we were reading, and we see Moses, or Masha, the Most High told him, you need to, because the people were complaining, the people were constantly complaining all the time, because they were so uncomfortable. They were used to being in captivity in Egypt, and they used to having kind of a more easier lifestyle, because they didn't have to worry about where their food was coming from, or this, that, and the third, being able to do this, that, or whatever. So the Most High has them in the wilderness, and they're uncomfortable because they're in a situation that they've never been in before. So they're always murmuring against Moses, always complaining against Moses and the Most High God. And God said, go to this rock, speak to the rock, and it will bring forth water for them to drink and their animals to drink. And Moses was so tired of them complaining. He like, y'all want water? Bet. He hit the rock twice. He smoked the rock twice. And Yahweh, God, said to him, you didn't do what I asked of you, basically. He said, you didn't believe me in front of these people. Because the people, God is mainly dealing with Moses. He's mainly communicating with him. So the people are only seeing Moses when these things are happening, when these miracles are happening. So who knows what they would have thought? They probably would have reverenced the Most High God, which they cannot see, if he would have spoke to it and said, this be done in the name of Yahweh. But instead, he gave into his flesh because they were getting on his nerves, and he hit the rock. And he acted out his flesh. He brought himself down to their level. What's that old saying? Be the bigger person. Don't let don't stoop to their level. It's kind of an old childish saying, but it's real. Because like I said, people don't know the spirits that they're dealing with. We battle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness and principalities in high places. I'm roughly paraphrasing. Please don't come on here, you know what I'm saying? But people are fighting their own battles that we might not know about. And it's not for us to take on and deal with. That's for God to deal with. That's for him to be able to handle. We just got to be humble and be patient and long suffering like he asked us to. That doesn't mean let anyone run over you. That just means let him take control, because it's not in our hands. These things are spiritual, so there's nothing we can do to control it. Like, yes, we may be able to help certain people sometimes with how they handle things and how they go about things and how they offend us, but that don't mean we stoop to their level and give in to their energy. It's plenty of scripture that says do not reward evil with evil, meaning someone be evil or wicked to you, don't be evil or wicked to them back. Reward them with love. Reward them with, all right, peace. Walk away if you need to, but you're supposed to always be at peace within yourself, so that you aren't letting these people or these entities have control and power over your own spirit, if that makes sense. Don't reward evil with evil. Also, we have to just listen to what the Most High tells us to do. No exceptions, no feelings involved. Of course, the Most High cares about our feelings and the things that offend us or hurt us, but when it comes to him telling us something to do, we can't move off of the emotion because other people are moving a certain way. Oh, but he did or she did this first, or he don't care about that. All he cares about is what he told you to do. What is expected of you. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to end up getting in trouble because you let them people get you out of character. What Masha did, him and Aaron being higher than the other Israelites, that situation led to Aaron's death. And it's important that we just stay in the spirit, walk in the spirit, so we don't fulfill the lust of the flesh. Man, I'm about to head to Dayton. The Dayton Art Institute and my family put together an art show in honor of my grandfather. He would have been 90 years old this year. And it's just amazing every time seeing his artwork and being around family, and you can still feel his spirit alive. So it's going to be an amazing time just being around them and breathing in, you know what I'm saying, like a breath of fresh air, like being reminded of family and just the spirit that he carried. So yeah, tune in for that.
And a major part of Brian's head. There's a poem I call Prince Dunbar that shaped much of his worldview. It's called We Wear the Mask.
Not anymore.
We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human diet. With torn and bleeding hearts, we smile. And now the myriad cells says, why should the world be overwhelmed? And counting all of our tears inside. Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but over in Christ, our pride. To thee, from tortured souls rise. We sing for all the created life. Beneath our feet and long the mire. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask. For Papa Curtis, masks were more than a cultural ode to African roots. They were reflections of identity, how we show up in the world, and how we protect ourselves, how we navigate the complexities of life. In his artwork, you'll see masks, not just as symbols, but as mirrors. Mirrors of who we are and who we need to be.
Mom, what you got to say? How you feeling?
I'm high.
You hot? How you feeling about the art?
Oh, I love it. I love that this exhibit happened.
He would have been 90 this year.
Yep. In honor of his 90th birthday. This is amazing.
That's us in about 50 years, girl. Get ready. That's us about 30, 50 years. That's us.
You play all day.
Oh, he was recording.
Pour with you.
Oh, you gonna let him sew you up like that?
Dang, my thing came out. Sir.
Oh, oh, oh! His old ass almost got stuck.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Come on.
Oh, oh, he hit the jerk on him. Oh,
It's over with. You don't know nothing about that. Back up. It's over with. You know nothing about that, youngin'.
little side mission, man. When it came to New Jersey on the random, you feel me? But it wasn't random. It's through the Most High God.
Love this
Yeah,
guy.
let's see what this trip got for us, man. You know what I mean?
Resistance can look like, marching in the streets. It can look like doing great work, activist work, and speaking, for those who don't really have a voice. It can also just look like you living your truth and being unashamed to express yourself. Because I honestly feel like art, the beauty of art is it reminds humanity what is so precious about life. And when, as an artist who's Black, you remind us the beauty in our existence, that is rebellious because, our society has tried to strip that from us.
Ashe, ashe.